first look at prioritizing items that affect Sri Lanka's economy. This country, this government has failed to prioritize, and they are trying to pay heed to everyone. Right now, Professor said, balancing everything. In a crisis, you can't balance everything. Now, even if you look at the economic regression, you look at a variable to variable, assuming other variables are permanent, and you withdraw those variables. So, Professor, what has happened to the government is trying to entertain to all stakeholders. But we as a political party, we will prioritize and we will ensure that most affected people in the periphery will be looked after at a sufficient level for them, for their survival. Because if you try to do everything at once, most important items, most important aspect will be affected. End of the day, country to run, economy has to run, cash flows have to be there, banks and finance companies have to finance the system, right? And the taxes have to be collected, and these are key aspects. So we will look at what are the key aspects and give priority to those. And also we will definitely go into a renegotiations with IMF by taking into account the current context. Now, if you look at Honorable Sajith Premadasa was the first person in 2020 raised in Parliament and said we should go to IMF. But people laughed at him, and most of the things that he stated are true today. And even I did not believe this fact. When IMF offered us the period of restructuring, they had first agreed to 2032. Reportedly, the previous government and the previous president has agreed to pay it in 2020, which I did not agree. Once I looked at documents also, if I am a person who loves this country, if I am educated enough to understand that, I do agree. And I actually debated about this with Honorable Sajith Premadasa on this, and then he proved it. So we would have taken some lead time, but taking this time doesn't mean that we can sleep. Now, IMF First Deputy Managing Director Ms. Geeta Gopinath made a very nice statement in his recent presentation. She said, no policy errors, reform or regret.